Hello everyone, this is a walkthrough of my plant and animal cell that I made in a game called Minecraft, where everything's made out of blocks, so you can kind of see, this is a block, this is a block, this is a block, this is a block. This isn't really that much of a block, but this is a block, and pretty much everything else is a block. So the first thing we want to do to get out of this area where everything is still made out of blocks is we are going to press this button to go to Cell Showcase. And we walk through the door, and we are now at Cell Showcase. So first thing, we are going to go to the cross-section animal cell. You can kind of see a bit of it from here. We'll press the button. We are now inside the plant, or no, not the plant, the animal cell. There are some bats, but that I can't really fix that. So just ignore them. So we'll go up this ladder, up to the very top. I also have my book of notes. It doesn't actually have any notes in it. Can't do anything with it, but... and we'll walk right through out of the nucleus. And here we are. So we are now out on the cross-section of the plant. So the first thing, we will start from right to left. So we will kind of go clockwise. Actually, counterclockwise, sorry. So right here is a lysosome, which is used to digest waste. It's kind of labeled up here. What should we do? This one. Over here we have some Golgi body, which is used for packaging and delivering energy. Over here are some ribosomes, these little wood planks or brownish things, not dark brown, but lighter brown, I guess you could say. And the ribosomes, they make protein, so we have a lot of them because we need a lot of protein. Here we have some Endoplasmic Reticulum, which is used for moving materials around the cell. Here's the nucleus, which is the main center of the cell. It controls the cell. Over here we have some vacuoles. These are our vacuoles. There's also one up here, over there. So right here is our vacuole. The vacuole is our storage space for the cell. And then we have some mitochondria, which are for, they make food and then release the food into energy. So the next thing, because we're all done here, this cross-section, we're going to go from here to, we're going to press this button over here. It says back to hub, to go back to the hub. Press this button over here to go to the cross-section of a plant cell. So, you're now in the plant cell. We head up here. Everything here is the same for the plant cell, except for a few things that are exclusive to it, so I'll only explain those. This is the chloroplast, which contains chlorophyll used for food. And that pretty much is it. The only one other notable difference is that the vacuole, there's only one big one instead of several smaller ones. So, yeah. But now, we are going to go to our second to last stop. Going to head back down here. Head over to the back to hub button. Press it. And we will go to our 3D animal cell. So now, we are in our 3D animal cell. Here is a mitochondria. Up here, we are going to go through the endoplasmic reticulum, up to the top. Open this trapdoor. The trapdoor is not an accurate representation of what is in a cell. I just used it so that you don't fall back down. So now, as labeled here, we are now in the nucleus. So, this little room, this is the nucleus. We'll start by heading off this way, in through a Golgi body, into the mitochondria. So, it's very twisty and turny in here. Down here, gonna go down some more Golgi body, into a vacuole, so there isn't really much stuff in here right now, but it would be used for storage. Back through the Golgi body, up here, and over here, into, where's that sign? somewhere around here. Here it is, Endoplasmic Reticulum. We are in some more Endoplasmic Reticulum here. We head up here through another trapdoor, and back in here, and we are now in the nucleus again. Remember this door? That's where it leads. Over here is back through the Golgi body, and over here, you might think, oh, well, it's just a wall. Well, you press it, and it opens. We are now on the edge of the cell, on the cell membrane. So, this is the cell membrane. I just put this here so that it was a bit awkward to put it anywhere else, so, yeah. That's why it's just kind of a bit off from the cell. But that, all the yellow stuff is the cell membrane. Back through the Golgi body. Up here through some more Golgi body. And into another vacuole. This one is see-through so that you can get a bird's eye view of the entire cells. There's our nucleus, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi body, mitochondria. But we're going to go back down here because we have one last stop in this cell before we head on to the 3D plant cell. Head over here. And down some more Golgi body, or up I should say, is another vacuole. Now you might think this one's just like the others, except this one is disposing of a few waste products. However, there is no waste in it. However, I happen to have some waste, so let's gather up all our waste and throw it out. We'll throw all of this waste out. Don't know why I was doing that all by hand. Get our book safely out so we don't throw it out. We'll throw the junk from this cell out, because nobody needs these things. There we go. Well, they might want the fish, but you need to cook it first. So, we'll close back up, and back through the Golgi body. Back through here, and up, and down the ladder again. Once we get to the bottom, we are going to press our ever so handy back to hub button, head back to the hub, and go to our last stop, 3D plant cell. Now, first thing I'm going to note before we head inside, the outside here is the cell wall, but when we head inside, this is the cell membrane. So, just to let you know, the cell membrane is it's softer than the cell wall. The cell wall is for keeping this plant cell's shape. Here, this is just a list if you're looking at it from the bottom, but we aren't going to look at it from the bottom. We're going to head inside. So up here, this is inside the nucleus. Once again, the nucleus. This is the nucleolus. And right now, there's only one path open, so we will head through it. This is endoplasmic reticulum. I know it looks like Golgi body, but we just changed it around, or I changed it. There's no we. I changed it to be a different color. But back here, it's a bit twisty and turny. So we can kind of go around. There isn't really any exit other than straight ahead, so we'll head straight ahead. And this probably looks familiar. We are in the mitochondria. There is also, once again, only one exit from here. And now, we are in some Golgi body. Yes, I know, I swapped them around. But over here is some chloroplast, which has some chlorophyll, which is food for the plant. Or the plant cell, but I guess the plant as well. And up here, we have a bit more chloroplast. No difference from the last one, just another one. And back down here. And over. There's more chloroplast here. But in here is the one big nucleus. Or not nucleus, vacuole. Sorry, I get confused between the two. So there isn't much to this one. It's just really big, and you can see completely out of it. It's not quite the same from the bird's eye view, but it still gives you a good idea of where you are in the cell. Back down here, into the mitochondria. Back through the endoplasmic reticulum. Down the trapdoor. And back out. Yeah, so this is a little bird's eye view of this one, since there isn't really one, there isn't one built in. Everything else is also labeled here. There was one in the other one, but I just didn't go over to it. Over here, it's our back to hub button, ever so useful. And as the sun is setting, we will head by this unnamed button to head back to the train station or the hub station, whatever you want to call it, and head back home. And yeah, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah.